Cozy Garden Ideas 2025. Rustic benches, swing chairs and outdoor lounges for relaxing spaces. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we enter the world of outdoor living, redefined for 2025, where gardens are no longer secondary corners of the home but central stages for comfort, creativity and style. The modern garden is not just a backdrop of greenery, it is a living environment where architecture and nature blend into a seamless experience. Rustic benches, swing chairs and outdoor lounges are more than furnishings. They are design statements shaping how we rest, gather and connect with the natural world. In recent years, the desire for cozy and multifunctional outdoor spaces has grown rapidly. The hectic rhythm of modern life has pushed people to seek sanctuaries within their own homes. The garden has become a place to pause, a personal retreat that allows moments of calm while still offering opportunities for social gatherings. This transformation is rooted in broader lifestyle movements, wellness, sustainability, and the revival of artisanal craft. Homeowners want spaces that feel authentic, that carry stories through their textures, and that express identity as much as aesthetics. The rustic bench, one of the most enduring garden icons, is being reimagined. No longer just a seat beneath a tree, it is a crafted object built from reclaimed wood, stone or raw iron, each material carrying its own history and presence. Some benches are minimalist, emphasizing clean lines, while others embrace intricate carvings or rough finishes that highlight the beauty of imperfection. Placed along winding garden paths, beneath canopies of leaves, or beside reflective water features, these benches invite reflection. They represent stillness, grounding, and a tactile connection to tradition. Swing chairs, in contrast, evoke movement and lightheartedness. They speak to the childlike joy of floating gently in the air, but they also symbolize freedom from the static routines of daily life. Designs in 2025 elevate them into architectural elements. Hanging pods woven with rattan, circular swings lined with plush cushions, or sleek contemporary versions that use metal and glass accents. These pieces are both playful and contemplative, offering a cocoon of comfort. At twilight, surrounded by soft lighting, the swing chair becomes a personal retreat, perfect for reading, quiet conversations, or simply drifting in thought under the stars. Outdoor lounges embody the merging of indoor luxury with open-air freshness. They are not just patios filled with furniture, they are carefully curated environments designed for both intimacy and celebration. Modular seating arrangements adapt to different occasions, while fabrics combine resilience against weather with softness that invites touch. A lounge may include a fire pit at its centre, rugs layered over stone or wood decking, and clusters of plants that blur the boundary between natural and man-made. This fusion of durability and elegance ensures that the lounge becomes the true social heart of the home, a space to gather throughout the seasons. Underlying all of these garden features is a design philosophy that balances rustic charm with contemporary refinement. The textures of raw materials, wood, clay, stone, are paired with sleek structural lines and innovative construction techniques. This harmony results in environments that are both timeless and modern, traditional yet forward-looking. Cozy in 2025 does not mean crowded or overly decorated. It means spaces that are simple, intentional, and deeply human. Lighting elevates the entire composition. Subtle illumination guides the eye, shapes mood, and creates intimacy. String lights draped across pergolas, lanterns casting golden glows across benches, and recessed floor lights highlighting pathways all transform the garden at night into an enchanting stage. Light turns every piece of furniture into part of a narrative, one of warmth, safety, and belonging. It extends the usability of the garden well into the evening, encouraging conversations, storytelling, and shared moments beneath the sky. Personalization is another defining trend. Gardens are being tailored to reflect the individuality of their owners. A rustic bench may be paired with a sculpture or a simple water feature, turning a corner into a meditation space. Swing chairs might be doubled for couples or set as solitary highlights. Outdoor lounges could incorporate herb gardens, blurring aesthetics with practicality. The result is that each cozy garden is unique, yet all share a commitment to comfort, creativity and authenticity. Sustainability weaves through every design decision. Reclaimed materials and environmentally conscious production methods are not just options, they are expectations. Designers and homeowners alike recognize that beauty must be aligned with responsibility. Rustic benches built from salvaged timber, lounges made with recycled fabrics, and swing chairs constructed with renewable materials embody a new ethic, design that enhances life without harming the future. At the core, these gardens are more than styled landscapes. They are reflections of values and aspirations. They show a collective desire to live slower, to embrace natural textures, to fuse past and present. A guest stepping into such a garden in 2025 does not simply see furniture and plants. They step into a philosophy of life that prioritizes well-being, connection, and authenticity. This transformation of outdoor living is a cultural statement. The rustic bench grounds us in history. The swing chair invites us into playful escape, and the outdoor lounge redefines togetherness. Each piece is a symbol, and together they form a living symphony of comfort and design. The cozy garden of 2025 is not a background setting. It is a destination and a reflection of how we want to live in the present and into the future. As we continue into the heart of this exploration, it becomes clear that cozy gardens in 2025 are about more than furniture and landscaping. They represent a transformation in how we think about home environments. The garden is no longer an afterthought or seasonal luxury. It is a year-round living space, designed with the same care and intention as the interior of the house. This shift has influenced every element of design, from the placement of rustic benches to the integration of outdoor lounges, creating harmony between personal comfort and architectural style. One of the most powerful forces shaping garden design today is the global emphasis on wellness. People are increasingly aware that the spaces around them have a direct impact on mental health, physical relaxation, and emotional balance. Cozy gardens, with their rustic textures and natural palettes, provide a therapeutic escape from digital overload and urban stress. Imagine walking outside to a bench beneath a vine-covered pergola, feeling the rough grain of wood beneath your fingers and listening to the rustle of leaves overhead. These experiences, though simple, have profound effects on mood and clarity of mind. Wellness-oriented design is also influencing the materials and forms chosen for swing chairs and lounges. Ergonomics now play as important a role as aesthetics. Swing chairs are shaped to cradle the spine, lounges offer modular flexibility that adapts to different postures, and cushions are crafted from breathable, eco-friendly fabrics. The goal is not only beauty but also deep comfort, allowing the body to rest in natural alignment while the mind unwinds. Lighting, once purely decorative, is now used to reduce stress through warm, ambient glows that mimic the calming qualities of candlelight or twilight. Trends in 2025 also reveal a growing integration between indoor and outdoor design. The line between house and garden is blurring, with glass walls, folding doors, and covered terraces extending living spaces seamlessly. This continuity ensures that rustic benches or lounge sets feel like natural extensions of the living room. Instead of transitioning from polished floors to raw earth, the design flow moves effortlessly between environments. Swing chairs often hang at transitional points, serving as playful markers between the inside world and the open air, embodying the liminal beauty of spaces that belong to both realms. Cultural influences are also shaping these trends. Across the globe, traditional design elements are being reinterpreted in contemporary contexts. In European-inspired gardens, rustic benches recall the charm of countryside estates, while in Asian-inspired designs, minimal wooden seating echoes the principles of balance and harmony. Swing chairs in Mediterranean settings are often woven with artisanal craftsmanship, reflecting centuries-old traditions in modern forms. Outdoor lounges, particularly in North America, are becoming symbols of hospitality, blending fire pits, soft textiles, and organic decor to embody the warmth of community gatherings. This cultural fusion enriches design, making each garden not only a personal retreat, but also a global expression of shared aesthetics. Technology plays a surprising yet subtle role in cozy gardens of 2025. Smart systems for irrigation, heating and lighting allow spaces to be enjoyed in every season. Benches may be paired with discreet under-seat lighting. Swing chairs might have built-in shade or sound features, and lounges could include wireless charging points hidden within tables. Yet, these technological elements never dominate the scene. They remain invisible, enhancing convenience while allowing the rustic, tactile character of the garden to remain front and center. This balance between innovation and authenticity defines the sophistication of modern outdoor design. Another significant theme is adaptability. Gardens are no longer rigidly designed for one purpose. They are multifunctional spaces capable of transformation. A rustic bench might serve as a solitary meditation spot in the morning, a social corner in the afternoon, and a stage for storytelling at night. Swing chairs may be placed in pairs for romantic evenings or as playful seating for children during family gatherings. Outdoor lounges adapt with modular furniture that can be expanded for celebrations or condensed for intimate evenings. This flexibility ensures that the garden evolves alongside its users, keeping it relevant and alive. Sustainability continues to be central to these developments. Homeowners and designers are moving away from disposable materials and opting for furniture built to last decades. Rustic benches constructed from reclaimed wood not only reduce waste but also tell stories of previous lifetimes embedded in the grain of the material. Swing chairs crafted from natural fibers emphasize renewability, while outdoor lounges incorporate recycled textiles that withstand weather while minimizing environmental impact. The philosophy is clear: a cozy garden should nurture the earth as much as it nurtures its inhabitants. Social trends also shape the way these gardens are used. Outdoor spaces are becoming central to modern hospitality, hosting everything from family dinners to intimate weddings. In 2025, it is common to see lounges arranged around low tables for shared meals, swing chairs positioned to spark conversation, and benches serving as quiet resting spots between lively interactions. These gardens are designed for connection between people, between culture and nature, and between past and future. Every detail, from the placement of plants to the selection of materials, supports the idea of creating bonds in spaces that feel authentic and welcoming. Equally important is the rise of nature-driven design. Plant choices are shifting from ornamental excess to thoughtful ecosystems. Vertical gardens, native plants, and pollinator-friendly flowers are integrated with seating arrangements, making every bench, swing, or lounge feel like part of a living environment rather than a staged set. The garden is no longer treated as decoration but as a habitat, one that supports biodiversity, attracts birds and butterflies, and enhances the sensory richness of daily life. When rustic benches sit beneath fruit trees or swings hang near blooming vines, the garden becomes more than a design statement. It becomes an ecosystem where humans and nature thrive together. In this context, the aesthetic of coziness is not merely visual, it is experiential, layered with textures, sounds, and scents. The rough grain of wood on a bench, the sway of a swing chair in the breeze, the smell of herbs planted beside a lounge, these elements work together to create a multi-sensory retreat. Coziness is about immersion, about creating a space that feels alive and enveloping, where time slows and the outside world fades. This is the essence of 2025 garden design. Not spectacle, but intimacy. Not extravagance, but meaningful detail. Through these trends, cozy gardens emerge as timeless yet modern, global yet personal, practical yet poetic. They embody a philosophy that honors tradition while embracing the future. The rustic bench symbolizes grounding, the swing chair captures movement and play, and the outdoor lounge reflects community and adaptability. Together, they form a vision of outdoor living that is as sustainable as it is beautiful, as intentional as it is comfortable. This vision is not just shaping the homes of 2025, it is shaping the way we live, connect, and imagine the role of nature in our daily lives. As we move into the final perspective of this journey, it is important to consider how cozy garden ideas of 2025 are pointing toward the future of architecture, lifestyle, and cultural design. These spaces are not simply short-term trends. They are blueprints for how people will continue to shape their living environments in years to come. By observing the rustic benches, swing chairs, and outdoor lounges of today, we gain insight into the values that will guide design philosophy tomorrow. One of the strongest directions is the deepening integration of architecture and landscape. In 2025, the home is no longer a structure placed on land. It is a holistic environment where indoor and outdoor spaces merge. Large sliding doors dissolve barriers, creating a seamless flow between kitchen, living room, and garden. Rustic benches become natural punctuation points along pathways that connect these worlds. Swing chairs, positioned near open thresholds, serve as symbols of transition, embodying the idea of dwelling both inside and outside simultaneously. Outdoor lounges evolve into hybrid spaces, partially sheltered, partially exposed, designed to work with weather and light rather than against them. This merging of environments brings forward a new aesthetic language. The garden becomes a canvas where architecture paints with textures and light. Raw stone steps might lead to polished wooden decks. Benches of reclaimed timber sit beside modern steel railings, and cushions in earthy tones complement glass structures that reflect the sky. Every element is carefully considered to create harmony. The rustic character anchors the space in tradition, while modern lines propel it forward. The result is a timeless atmosphere that feels both familiar and visionary. Another key aspect shaping the future is customization through technology. While 2025 celebrates natural materials and artisanal craft, it also embraces discrete innovations. Imagine swing chairs with hidden climate-control fabrics that stay cool in the sun and warm at night. Picture benches with embedded sensors that adjust garden lighting as someone sits down, or lounge furniture that can be reconfigured through lightweight smart joints. These advances are not flashy, they are subtle enhancements that increase comfort while keeping the rustic soul of the garden intact. This marriage of tradition and innovation will define the next chapter of outdoor design. Global cultural exchange is also enriching the evolution of cozy gardens. Ideas no longer remain within borders, they flow across continents, blending influences into new forms. In one garden, a rustic bench might carry the simplicity of Japanese wabi-sabi, while the swing chair reflects Scandinavian minimalism, and the lounge arrangement evokes the hospitality of the Mediterranean. These fusions create layered experiences, allowing gardens to feel at once local and global. They become reflections of shared humanity, where design becomes a universal language of comfort and connection. Sustainability, as always, remains at the forefront, but it is expanding beyond material choices into ecological thinking. Cozy gardens in the near future will not just use reclaimed wood or recycled fabric. They will be designed as regenerative environments. Benches will be built beside rainwater harvesting systems, swing chairs will hang among pollinator-friendly plants, and lounges will integrate vertical gardens that purify the air. The garden of the future is not only a retreat for people, but also a sanctuary for ecosystems, a place where human comfort and environmental health exist side by side. Another emerging theme is storytelling. Furniture and layouts are no longer seen as neutral objects, but as carriers of narrative. A rustic bench tells the story of its wood, where it came from, how it was crafted. A swing chair reflects the values of craftsmanship, play, and freedom. An outdoor lounge narrates the story of togetherness, of evenings shared around firelight, of meals enjoyed in the open air. These stories are not abstract, they become part of daily life, reinforcing identity and reminding us of our relationship with nature and each other. In this way, gardens of 2025 and beyond become living narratives, constantly written and rewritten through experience. Looking toward the social future, gardens are becoming critical spaces of resilience and community. As urbanization continues, outdoor spaces offer a counterbalance to crowded living. Cozy gardens provide not only private retreats, but also small-scale hubs of social interaction. Families gather around rustic benches, friends sway in swing chairs during conversations, neighbors share evenings in outdoor lounges. These gardens foster belonging, reminding us that beauty and connection do not require vast landscapes, but can flourish in carefully designed corners of comfort. The sensory dimension will also continue to expand. Designers are increasingly aware that true coziness engages all senses. The sound of water trickling near a lounge, the fragrance of herbs planted beside benches, the tactile softness of natural fabrics on swing chairs, all these details weave together into immersive experiences. The future will likely see even greater attention to this multisensory richness, ensuring that gardens are not just seen but fully felt. Coziness becomes not just a look but a lived atmosphere surrounding and embracing those who step inside. At the same time, minimalism is finding a warmer interpretation in garden design. Instead of cold austerity, the minimalism of 2025 embraces natural imperfections. A bench with uneven edges, a swing with hand-woven patterns, a lounge built from mismatched yet harmonious textures. These imperfections bring authenticity, reminding us that beauty is found in the real and the raw. This philosophy will continue to influence design, steering it away from sterile perfection and towards spaces that feel human, approachable, and alive. Finally, the future of cozy gardens lies in their ability to reflect hope. In uncertain times, these spaces provide stability and grounding. They remind us of the resilience of nature, of the power of community, and of the joy found in simplicity. The rustic bench represents continuity, the swing chair offers play and release, and the outdoor lounge symbolizes shared experience. Together, they embody values that transcend design trends, values of care, balance, and connection. In conclusion, the Cozy Garden of 2025 is both a product of its time and a vision for the years ahead. It combines rustic tradition with modern elegance, playfulness with serenity, sustainability with innovation. More than that, it speaks to the essence of human living, the desire for spaces that nurture us, that connect us to one another, and that allow us to live not just in houses, but in harmony with the world around us. The garden is no longer simply outside the home. It is the home, the sanctuary, and the story of who we are and who we aspire to be.